Have you been asking for a sign? Have you been asking your spirit guide for a message? Your spirit team has been trying to get your attention. They have an urgent message for you. Tune into which group you may find your message in today. So group 1, AQUAMARINE. Group 2 is pink opal. And group 3 is blue sodalite. I'm going to give you a moment to decide where your message will be. You may receive messages in all 3 groups. Please do let me know if any of this feels like a personal reading for you, because that is my intention. This is a group reading, not a one-on-one, so please do take only what resonates, and you'll know what that is, and leave anything that does not. Welcome back, group 1. So your message from the Immortal Cycle Oracle today is vitality. You need to focus on raising your vibration, feeling like you have a little bit more energy. But it is saying that your physical body requires attention this week. So that's one of the main messages that Spirit wants to bring for you. Let's see what else your Spirit Guide wants to reveal. So from the tarot, we have got the Queen of Wands, and she's sitting in a really optimistic state. She's sitting in her upright position. She's magnetic. She's optimistic. She has a sense of power where opportunities just come to her. You're sitting in really high energy this week, group 1. Raising your vitality, raising your vibration. So not only is this a physical body feeling invigorated and feeling great, you also manifest those things to you that you've been desiring. We've got the Ace of Cups in the upright position. It's a full cup of energy. It's your energy cup full. Now, cups also represent emotions and relationships. So for you, you could be manifesting some great new relationships into your life. Maybe this is saying that it's the beginning of a beautiful new relationship, friendship, or partner. And you're very hopeful and optimistic what 2026 is going to bring for your love life. Generally, I'm not a love life reader, but I'm feeling a really positive swell of heart energy, emotional balance, and really focusing on raising your cup, filling your cup this week. So for some of you, that will be positive relationships, lots of love energy. But some of you, it will be doing those things that fuel your soul, make you feel great, that raise your vibration, that bring in that strong magnetic energy to your field. And that all comes from the heart energy, from love. And it's funny because I've group 1, I've also pulled a little chakra stone for you today. And it's the heart stone. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So it's saying it's all about filling your heart this week. Fill it with lots of compassionate, nurturing, abundant magnetic energy. This will help you manifest and radiate and magnetize beautiful opportunities your way. But these energies here on the table, they're so beautiful, and it's the tarot being very kind. As you know, tarot can sometimes give you very struggling messages of issues around you. But these cards are all optimistic cards. And the World card brings completion. So maybe it's saying that you're getting to get through some of those jobs on your to-do list. You're getting through certain hurdles or struggles that would normally be in a tarot spread. You're moving through that stage of your life, stepping into more positive energy for 2026, focusing on heart energy, bliss, love, and joy, and filling your cup in any way you can through things, endeavors that you seek out, people that are very high vibrational. From the signature oracle, we've got some transformations coming. Now, transformations normally come after a completion. So it's where you complete one thing and ready to start something new. We've got the social card or the social media. So maybe you're completing one thing and starting something brand new. Maybe you're starting some kind of new social media account or starting some kind of social group or friendship group. Because either way, your heart is empty. This card is transformations, seeking positive engagements, positive events or social groups that fill your heart, fill your cup, and don't leave you empty in any way. So group 1, this is coming off as a very positive feel-good Friday, positive messages. So here, as I tap into the deeper layers of the energy here, change and transformation is saying that if your cup feels empty, if you feel emotionally empty or drained because of past relationships, maybe it's time to put them to an end. Because when I touched in on this card, it said your cup is empty. I didn't mean to say that, it just came out. So here it's saying changes to the things that have been draining you or emptying your cup, robbing you of your vitality. Those things you need to bring to an end. Now, they may take time to refuel and recharge your energy, but the cards are on the table for positive transformations coming your way. Really want to focus on vitality, magnetism, and really raising your energy. Letting go of things that just don't work for you anymore. Mindsets, things that drain you or make you feel tired. Possibly even old friendship groups. Maybe for some of you, you've got a friendship group or some kind of group participation that you normally do, you may be not participating in 2026. Maybe this card here is you doing some kind of a solo endeavor rather than with a group. Focusing on your solo endeavor. Also, it's not saying that you're closing the door on the group, but because it's sitting on top of a completion card, it's saying maybe that's just naturally coming to an end as you focus on more soul-aligned pursuits. Again, this is a group reading, not a one-on-one, so this message is specifically for somebody and not everybody. So it says it's going to take time to manifest your desires because you're changing the way you fill your cup. So the message that Spirit wants to bring through for you today, the urgent message that needs to come through today, is paying attention to what your body requires this week, charging up your vitality this week. Maybe because we had the estrangement card, this is the Immortal Cycle deck here, we had the estrangement deck a card sitting on top of patience and be optimistic. Threads remain even in separation. Now, while this card over here saw you standing alone with estranged from a group or family members in the background, threads still remained. Now we have the unresolved fragments requiring healing, possibly related to certain relationships in your life, separations. For some of you, this means separations and that's left scars or wounds or walls that you're healing your way through. For others, it means actual physical estrangements from people you love, separation, and healing from those separations. Changes once again. You've got another change card. You are definitely in a cycle of completing, and that's your main message coming in from Spirit. They're saying you have one cycle ending and you're about to begin a brand new cycle of change and transformation. You are making space for evolution, for growth, for expansion. And some things will be left behind. Perhaps even people will be left behind. As you move on to healing and expansion. Maybe some of you are focused on healing relationships or friendships, working through unresolved trauma or unresolved issues within relationships. Maybe you've kept some kind of connection, but are still a little bit estranged, meaning that the bond isn't the same as what it was, but you're just holding on to that relationship. What is it that you need to change about yourself or that relationship? Is it naturally coming to an end? Or do you have to change something around the dynamics of the relationship that you're still holding on to? Relationship card is sitting on top of a love card with changes in the middle, showing changes to your significant other, changes to your relationship, or changes to your love life. But it's saying be optimistic, be patient. Everything will fall into place. But there are definitely some things about that relationship that you're needing to make changes to. I hope that resonated with you, Group 1. Please do let me know if this felt like a personal message to you. Let me know if this is you. And I'll be back again next week for your personal message for your urgent message from your spirit team. Welcome back, Group 2. Group 2 from the Immortal Cycle, the card that you've pulled today is Intelligence, Advanced Knowledge, but it's about logical thought here. Thinking about a situation from a logical perspective. Now, for some of you, this could be that you are maybe a strong air sign and your mind never stops because this is anxiety, not able to sleep because your mind never settles down. This is showing an active mind, always thinking of something, always lots of thoughts. They may be jumbled thoughts or they may be ideas, but it's showing a very busy mind. Could be affecting your sleep, or it could be giving you some kind of anxiety because there's thoughts racing around in your mind. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. But the card energy here is showing mental. We're talking the mental realm, which is your mind, and we're talking about the anxiety. So this anxiety feels more like a mental state than an emotional state. So this card is trying to get restful sleep, but it's just not coming. It's like you're wanting to conquer the hurdles or the resistance, but the anxiety keeps standing in your way. The anxiety is what is the resistance. Whether that's resistance to sleep, resistance to healing, or resistance to moving forward, the anxiety is always a trigger or a root cause of whether it's procrastination or your mental state. It comes down to anxiety. It comes down to tiredness, overwhelm, lethargic energy. But that all ties back to anxiety. So maybe you need to do something to sort out the thoughts in your mind, rest your mind. This is a very restful card too. It's Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is definitely the card of being in bed with the swords all around you because you're just not sleeping well. You're worried about different things going on around you. Your mind just doesn't stop worrying about what ifs and how do you solve this problem, or that's always thinking. The mind's very active and you're not sleeping. You're not allowing yourself time to turn your brain off. The Star card says it brings hope and positivity, hope for the future, positive energy. Maybe water will help you balance your mental state. 2 water cards. The Star in the water, showing a positive outcome, will be a water balance. Now, whether that means drinking more water or immersion in water, it's showing connection somehow to water. Hope is where hope lies. Disconnection, 2 of Cups. Now, this disconnection energy could be a result of the anxiety. It's holding you back from connecting with other people. The overwhelming energy of anxiety. Because your brain never turns off and you're worried about what you might say or do, or you keep reliving things over and over again. So somebody says something and you keep replaying it in your mind. That's all part of this anxiety energy. But it causes you a little bit of a disconnect around being in large groups or places where there's a lot of people, because it's too busy. It somehow affects your mental state, your anxiety or your mind. Group 2, I'm getting anxiety just tapping into your energy. So I'm getting like chest tightness, dizziness, really overwhelming energy. Almost like feels like tightness in the back of my shoulders. And like almost, it's not sickness, it's more anxious, nervous energy in my stomach. Just tapping into your energy there. It almost makes me feel really knotted up and tight. Now, the cards here are saying I want to breathe. I want to let go of energy, expel energy. Because I felt like I was in that state of just not breathing, holding breath instead of releasing. So that means it's saying that you are holding on to mind chatter or holding on to problems that you shouldn't be holding on to. You need to release and let go. You're trapped by your mental state, that state of anxiety, the mental activity that plays out. It's trapping you. You need to leave it behind. You need to find ways to deal with the anxiety, including getting full breaths, not being so tightly wound up, and being able to release in some way. Finding the strength to overcome the issues that go with anxiety, including the disconnection from other people. Finding strength and bravery in putting yourself out there or being around other people. So I have to say that last breath they made me release, it was actually very hard to do that. It was quite a challenge to release. It's like I was really hanging on to that anxiety, like I didn't want to release it. It's part of who I was. And having to decide that it's time to be gentle on yourself, to find kindness and safety in chaotic world. Now, this chaotic sanctuary, safe place in a chaotic world, is definitely giving me the vibes I was feeling off the disconnection card. The disconnection card was showing me you wanting to distance yourself from large groups or places where a lot of people are, because it makes your anxiety worse. So they were showing me that disconnection with groups, so possibly even small groups, like just people in general for some of you. But it was showing me that you need to find your safe place in the chaotic world, but you still need to be brave enough to try and be around other people but then know when the balance is when you're needing that sanctuary. So it's kind of a pushing, which feels really difficult and challenging, but it feels like do it a little bit and then find your safe place back in your sanctuary, away from the chaotic energy. But what it's saying is don't be hermit-like and solitude and put yourself in a state where you're so anxious you cannot be around people altogether. You're trapped. It's a trap. And it's in your mind, a kind of trap. It's all in the mental state this is taking place, but it affects you on a physical because I feel it in your body. So sanctuary, safe place, chaotic world, be very kind and gentle to yourself. The energy in the collective is quite challenging and difficult, and you'll be very attuned to tapping into that. I feel you to be very empathic. I feel that you feel the energy quite clearly and you carry that energy with you. So it's saying you need to be gentle and kind to yourself, and sometimes that's why you don't want to go into that energy, because you just don't want to be bombarded by everybody else's energy because of your empathic ability. So here it's saying just be kind and gentle to yourself when you need to, when you need that solitude to raise your vibration, because it feels very draining. It feels like when you're around people just in general, whether that's a large group or just a single person, it feels to be that interaction can drain you, can make you feel very drained. It's a challenging energy. So it's saying that you need to go back into that sanctuary, back into your own space to amplify your energy back up again. So that way you're not left with this empty cup state. So it's working through your anxieties, doing what you need to do to work through that anxiety state, but also remembering to be very kind to yourself and seek the solitude of sanctuary when it's needed so that you can raise your energy, because I feel like you get very drained by being around other people, especially large groups. So I hope that resonated with you, group 2. Let me know if this is you. Now, if I had to say what your personal message is from spirit, what your urgent message that spirit needs you to pay attention to, is they want you to find a way to deal with your anxiety. The lack of sleep's not helping, the busy mind's not helping your physical body, and it's saying that you really need to focus on raising your energy up. You do that through your safe place, your sanctuary, raise your vibration, and then start working on that anxiety energy. So hopefully it resonated. Hopefully this feels like a personal message for you. If that does feel personal in any way, please do let me know in the comments this is you, and I'll be back again next week. Welcome back, group 3. The card that you've selected is the Bravery card. It is confronting your inner darkness, confronting your shadow. Maybe there's a bit of shadow work coming up for you this week, group 3. Now, my intention is always to pull out messages for you in a very personal way. So please take only the ones that resonate, because they'll be personal for each person. And not every message is meant for every person. So leave what doesn't resonate. You'll know which message is for you. So the first card we have is the moon in the upright position. The moon in the upright position is saying that you're not quite seeing the situation clearly. You may be blinded by illusion, disillusionment, or not seeing the truth in the situation. And it's not even that it's the truth in the situation. It's like you're not fully clear on the full picture of the situation. Maybe you don't have all of the facts or all of the information. Whether they're being deliberately held from you or not, it feels like you do not have all the information yet. King of Pentacles is in the reverse position. Pentacles talks about your physical body. It also talks about your finance, your job, your physical matter, your physical state. So when it's in the reverse position, it's saying that you need to be cautious how you're spending your money. Maybe you're spending it in wasteful ways, and you need to be more resourceful with energy, money, and time, is what they're saying. So 9 of Wands is saying being very resilient. 9 of Wands is having you just keep saying yes to things, and you just keep gathering and having more and more burdens and responsibilities. But I'm getting out of this card that you're very strong. You've got this bravery card. So it's showing that you are a very strong person, and you can probably cope with more than most. But maybe you've been brave or been resilient for a very long time, and we all feel worn down at certain times. But this energy feels like, okay, maybe you're not getting all the information. This is not everybody, but maybe you're not getting all the information about something you're about to outlay money on. Just be cautious if it's going to end up costing you more in the long run. Some of you, this is involving drama around you that you've been hearing or dealing with. So that would indicate a friend or a family member, somebody close to you that's sharing their burdens, and you are being very strong in carrying the weight of their energy on your back. But maybe you don't know both sides of the story. You're only hearing that one person's side. So coming in from the Signature Oracle Group 3, running on empty fatigue. Being brave, facing your shadows, facing your fears. Now, it feels to be moon nighttime energy, so it's about sleeping and not sleeping well enough. Maybe it's the cycle of the moon that affects you most. So this week we're coming into a new moon. Does the new moon affect your sleeping patterns? A lot of people are affected by the full moon, but I wonder, are you affected by a new moon? Does it make you feel more drained than normal? You've got another resilient card. You've got double resilience, saying that you are very strong because of the weight that you've had to carry. But sometimes you get to a point where you start to think, how much more can I carry? And it's about mustering up that last bit of courage or bravery to get through the situation. For some of you, it's feeling you're running on empty. It could be fatigue for some of you. It could be just feeling bodily fatigue, completely drained because you've been going through something for a long time. This is saying small steps, one step at a time. But this double resilient energy is saying, so they're both Nine of Wands energy, is saying that it's mustering up that strength and courage to keep fighting the battle, to keep going through. It's saying, even though you feel like you can't go on any longer with whatever this drama is, this thing that for some of you, it's very serious, this situation that you're facing that's draining you, that is quite fatiguing. It's been going on for such a long time. It's almost like take small steps. It's saying it's not a run to the finish line because you don't have the energy to run, but it's showing just get up and take another step, then take another step, take another step after that. And it's just breaking it down into just one step each time to get you out of the issue or away from whatever drama this is or the situation. Recovery, even if it's recovery for some of you, it's just take it one step at a time. Don't push yourself too hard. Whether this is recovery or not, it's saying don't push too hard too fast. It's just doing what your body can handle at the time. Don't wear yourself down. So the patient cards, again, is aligned to the stepping stones. It's saying that one step at a time. It's going to take time to get through this situation, or it's going to take time to heal from this situation. Now it's saying that whatever this is, it's not lost. It's just waiting for flame. So whatever it is that you feel burnt out, fatigued, running on empty, resilient energy, Knight of Wands saying, I just cannot go on any further. I've lost my spark. I've lost my motivation. I've lost my energy here because whatever this is has been happening for a long time. Well, the Rekindle card says it's about finding your spark. It's saying it's not gone. It's not an ending. It's not the 10 of Wands. It's only the 9 of Wands. So 9 of Wands is about mustering up the courage to keep taking one step at a time to move your way out of that situation. So it's not a fast way out. It's just a slow one step at a time. Be patient and kind to yourself at this time. Withheld energy, unfulfilled or denied. Now, this is unrequited path. This could be related to paths that you haven't taken, things that you're not able to do right now because you don't have the energy for, or it could be related to people that feel like they're a little bit draining for you at the moment, and you may need to withhold your energy from that because you just don't have it to give at the moment. For others, it can mean unfulfilled destinies or paths or love. It could mean rekindling old relationships or opportunities, ones that you maybe didn't take before, maybe ones that have the spark has died down, withholding energy or love for a person or a thing because you just don't have the energy to focus on anything else outside of your physical body at this time. So here it's saying that what it will be there, it's not lost, it's not gone, it's just waiting for you to charge your energy to then give that relationship flame or that project flame. So the energy will come back. It's just saying you need to withhold where you're sending your energy at this time, because you really, the urgent message is that you really need to pull it back and put it into personal growth, into body healing at this time to move forward. Be careful with how you're spending money as well. That can also be your physical body as well. So it's in the reverse position. So it could be saying that be careful with how you're treating your physical body as well. You're exerting too much energy at this moment. You need to focus on building your energy rather than wasting your energy. So thank you so much for joining me, Group 3. Let me know if this felt like a personal message at all to you, any part of this. Otherwise, I hope that it resonated in some way, the general energies, and I will see you again next week.